All right, so yesterday I wanted to make a video of a wash. I taken this car out for a wash. I was going to do a wash and talk, and I ended up erasing it because it was supposed to be simple, no touch, spray, foam, rinse foam, and then hit it with a spray and rinse sealant just for the hell of it. Now, keep in mind this coat recently had a coating applied about a month ago. So it's been about 3 weeks, yeah, about that, and of cure time. And so I probably shouldn't have done it, but you like to experiment with deals that you get on certain products. So I picked this up recently, along with Reload and Echo. And I just wanted to test it out, and I should not have done that. I should have just kept it simple, spray, topper, call it a day, right? Anyway, what ended up happening, I should have caught a video of it. I ended up freaking out and turning off the recording and just spending the next 2.5 hours trying to remediate, basically. I ended up, I started off as a quick afternoon after work wash, ended up going right into the night with a headlamp. So that was pretty bullshit. Lessons learned. I will be using the rest of those 3 products and just making an elixir type product. I think it's called Merlin's Magic Mix officially from the forums. I'm just going to use that as a QD. I have plenty of QDs, but whatever. What's another one? Plenty of sealants too. So, and actually I have another spray and rinse on the way. Glot. I have some Starnagloss that I wanted to check out. Scandinavian products. So that was going to be a video, and it's a 50% sale on the Rag Company. So check them out if they still have it. We'll see if it's any good. But anyway, freaking the hell out, remediating. And then today, my concern was I was going to induce hella marine into the coating from all the running around that I had to do last night. I did my best. I pretty much... How did I get rid of it? I ended up having to use spraying of Dark Fury for the glass. I had to use Road Warrior for the paint. Road Warrior's down there for the paint. I ended up panicking because it wasn't coming off the glass that much with either product. So then I used this here, which is quite a good panel prep. I gotta get another one from Ollie's, but this is a good surface prep. It's really a bunch of emulsifiers. It's legit. I ended up using about a third of that bottle because I ended up using it on the whole car. I had to use it on the paint. I had to use it pretty much on every panel. The streaking was insane. And the dilution of the whole H2O, the Hydro, excuse me, I was on point with the dilution. So it wasn't that. It was everything else I did wrong. So it's kind of on me. I'm not going to blame the product, but it doesn't suit what I wanted it to do, so I'll try something else. But essentially, I used it on a car in the sun. It was the afternoon sun. It was still kind of warm here in Georgia. It was probably like low 80s. I thought I would get away with it, whatever. And I didn't do panel by panel. I quickly raced around. I dumped a bunch of product. And then I immediately came back with the rinsing. I thought I was rinsing it off, but as I was rinsing it, I was already seeing streaks forming beneath the rinse. So that was pretty immediate. I think if I am to use that product ever again as a standalone, it would be using it, spraying it into the stream of water as I'm applying it to the car. And that's the only way I can think of using that again. So after I went through the whole car with panel prep and that combination of soaps that I told you about, I used almost everything that I had in my arsenal to go over the paint because there were spots that I would miss left and right. But I noticed they were coming off with a little bit of agitation. So that's when the marring concern set in because I am a fiend when it comes to marring. So let's see, what did I use? I used Tech 582 mixed with a little bit of inspection spray. I used this here, which is Echo mixed with a little bit of Nemesis that I had lying around. That's at the very end when I was coming across some patches. I used OG. Actually, this is the first one I used. OG Drying Aid. I used it towards the end because I just wanted to. At that point, I was just buffing the car and just spots, and so I was like, let's just use something with no protection whatsoever. Let's keep it simple. I used all of that. I used these 3 products primarily. I didn't want to go too. I even tried a little bit of McGuire's hybrid ceramic detailer, excuse me, and I realized I had mixed that with another product, and that product. And as I was pouring it and transferring it into smaller bottles, I realized it had gone bad. So I had to toss out the whole half-liter product. I might have to toss some other stuff out, actually, but Ended up making another mix right there of elixir. That's the elixir right there. You know, so yeah. So anyway, I got it down, and today I reached out to Landon, and just to ask him some general questions about his coating. He says his Aquasick Max is pro grade, but for consumers. I had put some other videos about that coating. But anyway, this video here, after giving you the backstory, what I want to do is go over the car with this to kind of see where I messed things up, right? I know there's some areas where I had scratches. I've identified them in other videos. But now I kind of want to see where it's at after the whole hella mess that I gave it last night. My concern is that the number one enemy for coatings isn't chemicals. They're pretty highly chemical resistant. And I was pretty good about rinsing off those two things really quickly. The concern for me was the abrasion, right? Constantly rubbing it is going to be a problem. Polishing takes it off. And essentially what I did last night was like almost borderline polishing. So time will tell. I'll have to give it a couple weeks to see if I did damage the coating, in which case I will try again with Aquasick and just redo everything and give it another shot. I think I personally might have done it wrong, or I might have stored it wrong, because I have had it for several months in my garage, and temperatures here have peaked a bit to like 100 in some days. So anyway, this light here is an inspection light. I had purchased one on Amazon for $30. Today I was in Walmart buying my wife some oil for her car, her oil change this weekend, and I found this. So Platinum, always check out Walmart. Walmart's completely underrated. The Platinum line is completely underrated. No one talks about it enough. If they do, it's always like some sort of admission of poverty. Like, oh yeah, I eat ramen on the weekends too. Like, just give them credit for what they have, right? Like this here is their, it gives off lint on glass. Don't use it on glass, but this is a very plush towel, $10 for 4. That's really damn good. The orbital polisher, I was trying to sell it after I got the one from OptiCoat. I ended up keeping it. There it is, Platinum 6-inch. I kept it. It's a 6-inch, so now I have a 21 millimeter throw and an 8 millimeter throw. So I'm good. I might get a smaller throw for something else later. I'm making some soap here. You can see that. So anyway, today I was walking around and I saw this, $15. The one I purchased, exactly like it. It's in, actually, here, let's get it. I have my keys on me? Yeah. So this is the one I purchased off Amazon last week. And I'm returning it. It was $30. It was one of the cheaper ones that I could find. I mean, there were some ones, I think there was one from Adams that was $14, but they wanted to charge $8 for, I forgot what it was. It was $9 for shipping. Anyway, it wasn't, anyway, as far as deals and true detailing lights, everything else is like an LED lamp. And that's and it doesn't work. Trust me, it doesn't work. I have LED headlights. So here we go. They're freaking identical. Only difference is the font. Yeah, the font there, the font here. The back is identical. Let's run it. Oh, damn, blinded myself. 1. Do you see a difference in the lighting? This version 3. Okay, there is a difference here. The lights are okay. So the lights on this, the Platinum, are better, and additionally, it has 3 modes, and this is all the same until then. But then this is where it differs. It has a red light and a red strobe, so that's different. Better, right off the bat, better. $15. So anyway, get one. I'll box that up later. I was actually gonna. It was in my car because I'm about to just drop that off and return it immediately. But let's take a look. All right, so I can see some haze there still from the damn thing. Some haze there too. I mean, I'm gonna have to hit this with another wash later, but I want to give this car a break. Switch it up. That's a scratch. That scratch has been there. Looks like I added a couple buddies next to it. That sucks. But that's, yeah, that was probably when I had issues with the hood when I was applying the coating in the first place. I think I hit that there. Yeah, okay, no, I see marring there. Oh, I see haze there. So the hood took a hit. I'm gonna have to repolish the hood. glass is tore up, even though I've cleaned it several times. All right, so the hood. The hood took a hit. The hood took a hit when I put the coating on. So actually, out of the whole car, that was the weakest area, the weakest link. What I'll most likely do will probably be repolish and redo the hood with a different, maybe the same coat. I want to give up, maybe the same coating, but it's we'll see. We'll see what I work out. But that's pretty much it. So be careful with what you're using, and yeah, just wanted to share that. Actually, I'm really impressed with how the car took all that yesterday. There's some spots that still need to be remediated, but overall, I mean, the car looks great now because of everything that I did last night. And then I hit it with this. The owner just basically said, just use. He says, his toppers and his coatings are kind of paired. So this is one of his toppers, Catch 22. And yeah, that's what that is. I used that today, just now, actually, before I did the video. And it's an extremely, it's super slick. Now it's back to being slick. It was kind of not slick after everything yesterday. So, highly recommend the brand, highly recommend the gentleman, highly recommend the coating. Just be careful with what you do after it. Yeah, especially if you like touching paint like me. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.